Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth, and your theme of the month is the Ace of Cups. Emotional expression, creativity, free flow. Sometimes this can signify the announcement of a pregnancy or conception. And also this might be tapping into some emotional self-love. This can sometimes even be a new crush. So let's see what else is in store for you for the rest of the month. But before I lay these cards out, if you could please subscribe, I would appreciate it so much. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, thank you very much. Oh, and say hi to Ruby. Ruby! Ruby! She's making a little cameo. All right, what does Capricorn need to know for July? Okay, so there's been a disappointment in the past that's been really emotionally upsetting. It may have been to do with a relationship that there was an emotional connection with, but it could also be something that you really wanted to, that was emotionally fulfilling. And I feel like you only kind of felt, maybe you felt a little bit ripped off, like you only got halfway there. You're coming up pretty strong though. You're coming up as the Queen of Wands. So that is someone who, so well done considering all of the disappointment, because you're staying true to yourself. You are in touch with your spiritual energy, and at no point do I see that you have compromised your integrity or your authenticity. You're still staying true to yourself. So well done. I feel like there's someone in your life that's struggling. This also could be a different aspect of you for some of you, but I do feel that you will be approaching this person or this aspect of yourself with love and good intentions. It's almost like you're falling in love with this person, this situation, or this part of yourself again, the part of you that struggles, the part of you that can't quite get it together, or this other person. I really see that they're going to respond in a positive way. I think that this, connection, you trying to help this person out, is going to benefit you in the future, because I see that in the future, they will get back on their feet. There will be a bit of a upturn in their situation, and they will actually come back in the future to help you out and potentially give you advice on a new venture in regards to business and work. So it looks, and both of you may have been disappointed in the past, including with one another. But I see that there's going to be equal give and take. You're going to be the first person to try and approach them, because you're going to see, that they're struggling, and then when you need them in the future, they're going to help you out. So let's get some clarification cards. So that's really showing that there is a loving connection with you two, even if in the past both of you have maybe felt hurt by a situation or by one another. All right, what does Capricorn need to know for July clarification cards? So plans in the past had fallen apart. I feel like you did work with this person, most of you, but some of you may have had a actual relationship with one another. I feel like you actually landing on your feet somehow was some unexpected good luck in a sense, and that's one of the reasons why you are stronger. I'm just getting the vibe that that wasn't what either of you thought would happen in the past, but that's just how things have turned out. And I feel like this person is struggling right now. They've got just too much on their plate. It's too much for one person to handle. They are overall doing their best to keep their mind calm and to not be really stressed and to be rational in their decision making. This person, some of them might be of Christian faith. But I do feel that they will, it's almost like they feel that even if they don't realize this consciously, they may realize it spiritually that in the future you're going to help them out, and then in the future they will help you out, and in a sense that will be fulfilling the contract. And in a sense maybe it will be some of your plans had moved forward, not necessarily in the way that you thought, but it's like that final piece has been complete. So I do see difficulty for both of you, but I do see, you know, an emotional connection, and I do see you both helping one another out. All right, I'm going to pull some advice cards, and definitely make sure you stick around into the end where you pick your own destiny cards. All right, what advice does Capricorn need for July in regards to the situation? So I feel like, okay, let me just start at the beginning. The first one, we've got the Chariot. So the Chariot is saying that, you know, even if things didn't really get past the planning stage in the past, you know, figure out what gets you excited, what is intellectually stimulating, that makes you feel good and makes you feel that you will be a success in the world. So pick a long-term goal and go for it. You are being backed by spirit energetically. You do have what it takes to accomplish this goal, but you got to pick it first and then just go for it headstrong. And your second advice card is the Nine of Swords. You may feel that this other person have betrayed you, or maybe you feel that, or maybe you feel that you can't trust the universe, and it's almost like this situation, it's almost like you're taking it personally and it's causing a lot of mental stress. But this as an advice card is saying that, you know, all of your stress is in your head, you know, and I feel like this situation may have triggered past pain. So please recognize that if you're feeling really stressed out and that the world is against you, it's not this situation alone. It's past situations and past stresses that maybe haven't been completely healed and put to bed. What you have to do is, instead of reliving the situation in your head over and over and over again, oh, I would have said this, I would have done that, da 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 da. It's not helpful. You need to stop being, even though you were victimized, you don't need to stay in that energy. Get out of that victim mentality, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and move forth with new energy and new ideas, and get back in touch with your spirituality and creativity, and just go for what you want, what makes you feel alive, what just gives you that fire in your belly. Your third advice card is the Nine of Wands, and there will be one more battle. You may think that, okay, this is completely over, but it's not quite yet. You need to get all of your ducks in a row and reflect on everything that's happened in the past and have everything prepared, because there may be one last battle in the future, but you do have what it takes to win, to complete this. Some of you, it might be a legal situation potentially. And your final advice card is the Three of Swords. So you may feel betrayed by this person or by the situation, like they stabbed you in the back or in the heart. There may have been a third party involved. They may have not been faithful, for example. But even if this isn't a love relationship, I mean, it could also be business and work, for example. I mean, this can be friendship. I mean, any relationship in our life can betray us by doing something behind our backs, potentially, and then we find out and it really sucks. But again, these are swords, and swords are all mental. They're all up in your head. So the next step is the healing process. You need to heal from this so that anytime a situation like this happens, you don't get so stressed out and take it so personally. And I know that's easier said than done, but you've got to find a way to detach, not take things personally, and try and detach mentally. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. You are going to pick your own destiny card. So please do write in the comments below if this reading has resonated with you and what aspects are true to you in your life, in your situation. So who is this person that you have this emotional connection with, and did they betray you, or was that a different situation? Are you thinking of helping them out right now? I mean, you could. Yeah, so what was that disappointment in the past? What plans didn't necessarily go forth into fruition? Let me know. All right, 1, 2, or 3, always go with the first number that jumps out at you. If you picked 1. If you picked 1, I feel like you will move forward with this project, with whatever it is. You will be successful. I feel like right now you feel like things are not necessarily going anywhere, and it might be because maybe some of you made plans with this person, and so both of you are at a standstill when it comes to the direction that you want to go. But this could also just be within you, like you don't know what direction to go, but you've got this energy. So your advice is the Ace of Swords. Just pick something, pick one thing. Some of you might be trying to do 2 things at once, which means nothing's happening. Pick one thing, stick with it, and go with that. It's a new start for you. If you pick 2. If you pick 2, we've got the Ace of Cups again. So this may have been more of a romantic relationship. There may have been a little bit more infatuation, and you do still have an emotional connection. I feel like one or both of you may have run into this really fast, maybe without really thinking about the consequences. Just rushed into this relationship, and maybe it was there could potentially have been one person who was more, who was just stuck with their perspective, their way. And you were a bit more open and receiving to it potentially, and you need to work on the relationship, because the 3 of Pentacles, when it's talking about, so a relationship, I mean, this could have been a work relationship. This could be giving you, so pick the advice that resonates with you. I feel like for a lot of you, you and this person know what you individually want, but you're forgetting the 3rd party involved, and that's the relationship. For all relationships to work in the long run, you have to be happy, the other person has to be happy, but you need to know what's going on with yourself, with the other person, and the relationship is kind of like this 3rd entity between you. So don't forget about the relationship, don't forget about the other person, and don't forget about yourself. It takes all 3 for a relationship with 2 people to work. Also, as an advice card, this might be saying that you want to get different perspectives from different people. So that could be talking to people that look, if you're going to be asking financial advice, talk to people who have their finances in order. If you want to ask for relationship advice, talk to people that have their relationships in order. So go out and ask for advice from people that you know you can listen to their advice, and get different perspectives from people to fill in that blind spots. That could be friends, family, it could also be counselors, therapists, etc. Could be looking online. If you pick 3. Wow. If you pick 3, I feel like you mentally know what you want, you know who you are, you know where you stand. I feel like you've already kind of emotionally detached from the situation, but you've also learned a lot. There may have been a lot of chaos, and so within you, you know how to create that order within the chaos. This is also might have to do with a particular religion or spiritual belief system that you're kind of tapping into a little bit more. But this also might be kind of an older religious structure. But regardless, it represents order amongst chaos, and it looks like there has been a bit of chaos for you in the past, and a little bit now and in the future, but you'll be fine ultimately. Your advice card is the High Priestess. So we've got the masculine and we've got the feminine. So you don't want to necessarily be too rigid and too ego-based. That's good to have that, but your advice is to find a little bit more balance with intuition and receiving messages from the universe. So you might want to listen to your dreams, keep a dream journal, pay attention to synchronicities, gratitude journal, meditating, whatever it takes for you to be open to receiving all the messages that universe is sending your way. It's just, you need to it's like you are the radio. Those radio signals are all out there all the time, okay? What you need to do is you need to turn your radio on and make sure you're tuned to the right station and attuned to the messages being sent to you. So whatever it is that gets you in that calm headspace where you can be spiritually open and receptive to new information, do what you've got to do, because the messages are coming. You just got to receive them. If you'd like a private reading, please send me an email or check out my website. That's in the description below. You can also follow me on social media, and definitely make sure that you're subscribed, because I do monthly and mid-monthly readings. And if you're still here, you get a secret bonus card. All right, secret bonus card. You need to find internal balance before, no matter what's happening on without you. So this is going to take patience. It's going to take maybe incorporating different aspects into your life to find more balance. But you can absolutely do this. But focus on that internal balance within, and then it doesn't matter what's going on the outside. Okay? Have a good month. Bye.